Fire, what you saying?
Yes, fire lad, but they are going to give us this for life, you know?
No, serious thing. We are here again, bald head and the dread. Reasoning here is a reason that we really don't want to do and we shouldn't do, but it is what it is. Before we get into the reason, I have to let the people know it's all about June 25th, Shandown, Baltimore, live on stage. The one Freddie McGregor, my par and P, Autarchii, Ibamar, people like the great Jerry Harris, Profit there with Naya Bingy Sounds, Statement Band, Derek Barnett. Also, do remember April 22nd, Generation Get Rid and will be out and official, available on all platforms. Tunes from the one, I'm Maru Tafari, Autarchii, Luton Fire, and Muda Baruka. Fire, what we're reasoning about today?
Yes, fire. We are reasoning about the great life and the works of mighty diamonds. Because, as there is a reason we never really want to do them way still, but such is the reality, same way, you know. And we have to give thanks to the works where the elders them come set. Fair and I same way, you know. Because Mighty Diamonds is one of the greatest trio in our history, and I not even talk about reggae music. I can tell them that Mighty Diamonds with that tenor of the mighty Tabby Diamond. Yeah, man. Mighty Diamonds is a group where will be in I art and soul for years, for lifetime, fire. No joke.
I want to say condolences to all families impacted by this great Tabby Diamond. Bunny Diamond, same way. I had the fortunate, you have more experience with the version than me. I had the fortunate experience of reasoning with him in Brooklyn still. And I never posted the whole reason still. I think I made, but what was it like 52 years, 58 years they were together?
No, 58 years. I think 67 them start. Something like that. Yeah, 67 them start. It's about 50 or 50.
53? 55.
Yeah, well, 53 year. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Crazy fire. So, but
yeah, something like that.
Fire, I'm not sure what aspect you want to reason about. I just want to touch on the fact that when I heard it, you know how the thing go already, your phone start blowing up, start hearing from different people. And I was reasoning with the legend Jeff Sarge, and it's just like the disrespect and disregard for the elders. Fire, I thought there was a certain level of respect that people should get, you know, in regards to these type of situations. And there's no discretion, it seems, in regards to when the ignorance get high, you know, and the tempers flare. Because a person like that, you hear he die like, hopefully we prefer they die the natural causes, but more these lifestyle diseases, but not murder, you know.
See, instances like these is where the culture starts showing up, you know, because remember, say, a two Jamaica you have really, you know. You have two Jamaica. You have the Jamaica where them like to promote, the Jamaica tourist board like to promote and tell us, say, all right, come to this place. We have all of the tourist resort, them where you can do this up on the beach and drink your nice liquor, enjoy the sun, and then you go back home. But then you have the next Jamaica now where a whole heap of tension within the particular culture itself, and the people them have a particular frustration to what I don't know, because from where I see it's just a rebels without cause. I have realized that it's them have a whole ecosystem behind them. Because remember that the same people them must shout out all of these slangs. Yes, killy. Yes, madam. Yes, gangster. All of these things. Them support the culture them indirectly. But you see at instances like this now when it reach our beloved elder, we know, so you see now the conversation kind of come together and gel and people start discuss it from that way. But I don't want one. Besides the fact, say this is a great, one of our great elders, them where we raps with one of our ancient, them we love. Come tell them we love them man to the ends of the earth, because they want to show I and I certain things where I wouldn't even know, and I amongst the one them and see how the one them operate. You know, I know so them man they trad with love, but the culture itself is something where we really have to look into and see how it spill over into a great elder like this. Because once upon a time, when the culture the culture was always a violent culture for the past 50, 60 years, you know. But in the scope of how the culture did set with respect, it did have a more directional approach when it comes to respect. And it seems like that gone out the door now. Because truth and in fact, fire blaze now. How much youth of Jamaica, even though Mighty Diamonds and Burning Spear and all of these legends just set the thing.
But I think that's the issue, and that's the part I wanted to highlight. I didn't want to go into more the occurrence itself or the senseless murder, but in regards to the disregard of the legends within our culture, because what I've noticed over the years documenting reggae is that people abroad cherish the culture and reggae more than Jamaicans. And when I mean cherish, I mean really truly cherishing in students. Because I remember you were telling me how I believe he was in, I think he was in France, and he was the man was in France, and he said how he was taken back how younger kids now, they were, I think in his younger 20s or teenagers, who were telling him about albums that he did earlier, who recorded it, who played on it, who mixed it, and as you stated earlier, um, in Jamaica now, the source and the heart of the thing, people are unaware of these people and disregard them, don't acknowledge them, and don't give them the honor that they deserve. Even in these instances, I'm preying it because right now I look at things like this. So, see, with Tabby Diamond, no one's researching for an interview with Tabby Diamond or to learn more about Tabby Diamond or even the music. They're interested in the occurrence. So it's like this constant yearning, this addiction to mix up in drama. You pre it now. A legend just passed, regardless of he passed in a traumatic state, but no one's interested in the work of the legend. The hype is around how we passed, and after that, dilute and dies down, they'll move on to the next thing. And as you said, it highlights not only the sickness we have in our culture in regards to the violence and the disregard for life, but also the disregard for the elders and fire Mighty Diamond, some legends, yo. I just played a thing Sunday for my I just played a thing Sunday for Mighty Diamonds, and they're legendary because wasn't right time started the whole little thing with Sly Dunbar with the drum for that album.
Yeah, man. Yeah, such in a Channel One, man.
Yeah, so it's like them people that really change the game in regards to the reggae thing and fire for a group to be, because I know how a group thing go. When the group is totally done, they may meet at the venue to perform, but there's no interaction after that. The fact that these people still, because I saw them at Rebel Salute. I have to check, but I know it's in the last 5 years. Shelling fire. Every tune that come on Shelling now. When they do Have Mercy, Shelling. It's the night it rained out. So whatever night that was, they was there Shelling because they were on earlier tonight, But those tunes stand the test of time. Pastor Cut, you one of the greatest tunes of all time. Roof Over My Head, one of the greatest tunes of all time. And I may push in Have Mercy in there. They have a next tune, I Love Person. I don't know if a man know it too much, called Sweet Lady That Lick. Tell you the truth, with the drums and the horns, sweet, So it's just like we need to do better as a culture of honoring people while they're still here, because people have done some great work. Even within your own family or people that are close to you, give them more honor, give them more respect, give them more love, cherish them more, the sacrifices that they make and the works that they've done to propel the culture and put us on the heights where we are and to move us forward. In regards to the heartlessness that's there, I don't know. I heard some people say Jamaica need a Port Royal again and just need a cleansing, because there's definitely a sickness that's there. And people could blame social, but I guess we got to touch on the spiritual. There seemed to be some spirit thing going on, fire, with some dark type of, hey, fire out here. I'm getting phone call, people telling me they are drinking blood out of skull. People telling me they're drinking blood out of skull down there and all type of craziness, fire, and pure digging up dead body and just pure blood drinking and all type of craziness going on now.
And a joke thing in a fire car. All right, look on this now. As I said, we're not going to focus too in-depth on the whole murder situation, but on the scope of the way how it happened, look on this way now. You have a elder who's supposed to be respected. In fact, we have one thing of a show now is you have the culture itself, and then you have the leaders them now who set the laws them and set the curriculum. Them supposed to have a reggae curriculum in a school so the youth them can know the thing and the blueprint can be there for the youth them to study and know what the representation of their culture should be like. So you see, if the youth them know what the representation of their culture should be like now, you don't have to try to force them to be that when it enforced. Don't it when you go to school, I'm looking at him history book, he have to read about the Arawaks, he have to read about Christopher Columbus. So if him turn off page and him say, no, Mighty Diamonds was a big group and them and I do them particular work, yeah? And then them other man come to the work. When them say Mighty Diamonds, them know the thing and respect the thing to the fullest sides. No, you see the man at Jamaica, them have a can't catch, quack catch him shot mentality. And a lot of people support the mentality there, but me see it as a particular weakness. Because if you have an enemy, and you have to target somebody outside of that enemy, that means your strategy is not good enough. So I said that for say now, the strategy and the approach of the people towards violence is not the right strategy. Because you see, if you have the strategy towards violence and crime now, here what you do now, you're the appropriate strategy. The appropriate strategy for deal with the surrounding, but around you know. So if you have an ecosystem and that ecosystem contains a lot of criminals and a lot of gunmen, then change your ecosystem and then every other ecosystem would have changed too. But here what the people them like though, the people them like support the gunman, build up the gunman, and then when time something happened to them now for them family now, them say, oh look how crime get high and them not have no more morals, but them contribute to the decay of the morals and the standards in the country and then cry about it. And then on top of that now, imagine a bunch of people having all of this chaos contributing to the toxic culture with them have, because you have to call it what it is. It is a toxic culture, but nobody no want to put the blame on themselves. You contribute to the toxic
culture, fire, real thing. It's a toxic culture. You know?
You contribute to the toxic culture. You put your spin on it, but then when it reaches around to your shoulder now, you cry. And then on top of that, you don't have any former historical lesson where I go lead it into a direction where you're supposed to better yourself. So what is supposed to come from it? That is supposed to come from it. Fire. I want to ask there a question though, for change the narrative a little bit. What is their favorite Mighty Diamond? Why is there and why is that their favorite Mighty Diamond? Look, I'm interested for no still, you know.
Fire, I can't lie to you. Bodyguard and Sweet Lady, you know. Who gonna bodyguard Mr. Bodyguard, you know? And Sweet Lady, the tune just kick fire. Anybody listening, listen to the tune called Sweet Lady, the horn section, the melody, the bass fire, the drums, you know, it really you know why I love Sweet Lady too? It captured the essence of Channel One in regards to the sound. You know how I like Earth and Stone, like that sound fire, like certain Channel One tunes. It captured the essence
acoustic
of it.
sweet.
Yeah, it captured the essence of it, you know. But the Bodyguard tune, I'm not sure. It don't sound like it was recorded at Channel One. I'm not exactly sure where it's recorded, but that tune licked too fire. Because the tune throw you off the way it start. You know, a tune will start a certain way and take you a next way. It's one of those. The way it start is not weird. It take you. So I kind of like that little energy still, you know.
I'm not telling a lie still, and I know so the favorite Diamonds tune though, is not a tune. It is not a tune that really popular to a whole heap of people at the same time. I want to think about it now. It's the album itself. Changes is not a album really popular to enough people. I think in 1981 them the Changes. Music Works, Gussie Clark. But I know I want to make the album that stand out to me though. Because Coachy did the on the album there again. I don't sure if I the original Coachy though. The reason why it stand out to me is still the mix with the on the album there is a nice mix, because I think if I'm not mistaken, Errol Brown supposed to be the one to mix that. So, you know, the great Errol Brown. Yeah. And I don't know if they agree with me to still, you know, but a two group must really bring out the essence, a different essence in a Sly and Robbie. Mighty Diamonds and Black Uhuru. So me I have to mention that, because I see like when the man them studio wise
groups
feel like
you said groups now, right?
Yeah, groups. I think about the essence of Sly and Robbie when time Sly and Robbie are play. Seeing like all the Changes album I tell about, Channel One, no, not Channel One, that was Gussie Clark's Music Work. But the way all them play together for Mighty Diamonds and when them play for Black Uhuru, I feel like it have a different type of essence to the amount of energy where them put in the record itself. You agree with me, right?
No, the groups, I can't disagree, because I got to really miss this whole group thing. The fact that you said a group, I'm trying to think, you know, because one particular group I'm thinking about, I'm not sure if it was Sly and Robbie. I think it was Sly and Autarchii. So that one didn't really connect. So let me just keep quiet about this one. Fine, I just let you work with that one.
Yeah, because the tune I talk about, I never mentioned its name, is Revolution. Its name. A revolution is better than a party. So nobody come with a knife and fork. A time to stay off now. Yeah, because the tenor voice where Tabby have still, you know, are one of the most unique tenor voice, and the man keep it till the last second, you know. I know Judge, I know say Bonnie come forward and get the greatest backing vocals too, you know. But in regards to the tenor voice, the fire, I can't lie, one of the most standout voice in history, straight today.
Hey, Fire, next topic I want to touch with this whole Tabby thing. I know we are just reasoning, but this whole thing like living in certain neighborhoods after a certain time in your life. You know, I know your man never gonna leave certain areas. And unfortunately, too many times we hear people that stay in certain areas, you know, experience certain things that they wouldn't experience if we left that area. So I think we reasoned about it too in the past, but can a person, once you reach a certain level of income, stay in an area where people don't have that income? Because he managed to do it for 70 years. So, you know,
Fire, I want to let them say, with the current, idealistically, is a thing where can work. Because in an ideal world, you'd be the person who would be of influence and you could emphasize your influence and practice that upon the society so towards for them betterment. But in the current toxic environment where we are talking about, no, because we're in the garrison, you know, especially as a man, we have status. You have people that have to come check you for lunch money. People, the whole heap of crime and violence we check all the time. It's not saying I want to love and strengthen people the right way, you know, but you're not going to get time to focus on yourself because the average person now does a thing for use you. The way how it's set now, you know. So it's not like say me I tell you say all of the people them have a distracted mindset, you know. But it's just that majority of it toxic and the toxicity or the word go toxicity.
toxicity. I don't know if I know what you're saying.
All right, yeah, yeah. The toxic environment itself. The toxic environment I go spill over upon you as the individual, and they're not gonna be able to maintain or maneuver that. You realize, and the history speak for itself still enough, where everybody who you see in them environment, they know them end up have to play the role, and sometimes it even destroy families. So you have to understand that.
And the next thing too, Fire, is just that unfortunately people think you have more than what you have, especially when you're around people that don't have anything. You know, because any form of success in their eyes automatically makes them believe that that success comes with monetary success, and that's just not the case. And my heart goes out to reggae artists because many reggae artists suffer from it. They suffer financially because they try to maintain that image as if something's going on and nothing's really not going on. So some artists out there have such a kind heart because they give what they don't have, and people don't understand that.
Sometimes at the opposite to, you know, a man will like give because him have a name, but him don't have the finances to back it. So in them environment, there's like somebody you have to maintain your status just for sure. So you is that type of person when you really is not on the financial level too. Because who say the artist them, even if them big, them did own the masters or have the right channels to collect them royalties. So all heap of unknown information, but more assumptions in a them type of environment that due to certain ignorance, you know.
Big time. And as I stated before, well, I feel we do a good job on our end of trying to highlight certain people on celebrations and play the music and keep a vibe going. But more people definitely need to do it. That is, be more proactive, and we need to stop waiting until someone's actually gone to honor the work that they've done. Because I've been preying. Listen, man, I've been preying this. I've been preying this music thing on the heights. Listen to certain things, and I don't think people understand how revolutionary this music is. Not the person too sick, but the message. Because Autarchii Fire, like I'm listening to a tune called Green Bay Killing. If you really listen to the tune, Fire, the man speaking about the atrocity that took place and you're looking out against the government at a time where that wasn't acceptable, you know, or even like having the dreads and trot in a certain way during a time that was unacceptable. It's a certain level of militance and persecution that they faced, you know, or for a man to put his heart and soul in a tune that he know not going to be played on the radio due to the content of the tune and be okay with that and not switch and bow and do certain things. You know, these are things that need to be honored, but they're not in disregard. And it's not even a vibe of living in the past, Fire, but it's a part of us. It's the part of the legacy. And it's a part of our greatness that should be acknowledged. It's like people almost ignoring it and disregarding it, you know. And it's a treasure that we have. That's what burned me up so much, Fire. We literally, I think Julian Marley said it best when I was reasoning with him. He said, You know, reggae is like a treasure, like a nugget of gold that they just kick around now and then. And when the next man pick it up, it's cry, cry, cry about this.
The one day for going our next reasoning, you know, because they a whole heap of things for be said about that, you know. I
You
want
know,
to lie that, you know.
no serious thing, and I condolences to the family same way, you know, because you don't want to hear about no man dropping dead still, you know, better yet a life being taken in that manner with mix up and blender when it's unnecessary, heartless violence. You know,
Yeah,
and
man, that man.
and
Cause
then
I
and
tell
then,
you,
one thing I want to say too before we get off, this occurrence highlight a lot of things, but it highlight the parenting crisis because a lot of these people in there with certain behaviors never got no proper parenting, proper nurturing, proper love and guidance. We don't want to acknowledge that aspect, but that's the source of it at the end of the day. Not saying you can't go astray if you receive that, if you receive those things, but it kind of minimizes it, to tell you the truth.
you know,
It's
them support the youth, them man. And them support the youth, them not them wrongs, you know. I want to tell the
uh,
people them do that in the fire because, all right, you see the gunman, I break down a quick thing to the man them, not the system, not the same reasoning. The youth them where carry out certain acts. If them carry it out and them not loved by for them own community, them community are gonna push them out. You see, you see the gangster who more violent and him not people person. Him now get pushed out quick. You realize some of them we call police on him. Where you see the gangster now where him going like him diplomatic the way in the
charismatic.
community.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and him
yeah.
real and him reach over here and heal the elder than gone. So enough of the elder them are them to see him we keep up with the youth them because them I say no, him good to me or him buy me a one Guinness or him buy me a one dragon or the youth they give me a spliff for bun. So them not read them disregard that like but the youth that create some chaos over next man place over there. So and them I tell us say him innocent because oh we never see him do it, but them know you know because we know the ecosystem work. I'm gonna tell them, me of all people know how for them ecosystem work. I live in night, man, and knowing that know all the ecosystem work, so them can't trick I.
And we give thanks for the reason, same way we give thanks for everyone tuning in from those times. So now, do remember all about June 25th, Chant Down Baltimore. We'll be there. Carroll Park benefit concert for the homeless. Free to enter, must bring a donation. Live on stage, one Freddie McGregor, Autarchii, Iba Mark, Jerry Harris, and Derek Barnett in the statement band. Also, do remember all about April 22nd, Generation Got Rhythm will be released. Tunes courtesy of Autarchii, Mudabaruka, Luton Fire, I'm Maruta Farai. Do remember, make sure you get my Brethren EP, Disrupting the Status Quo. The link there is in the description. Till next time.
Well, let me hear you say mountain, mountain, mountain. No.